Hey guys, welcome to episode 5 of the Kinda Sorted Mostly Not podcast with me, Layla, and
me, Amanda.
Let's get rocking and rolling right into it. Current life update. Go.
Well, I think we just come back from Belfast.
We've just came back from Belfast, which is also actually only our first ever a night away as well, because we've never actually...
No, because
we've
Dublin,
had sleepovers, obviously.
Yeah, in Dublin we just done a day trip.
Yeah.
So it was our test, which is a good thing to test before we go to New York.
Yes, exactly.
That could have been a disaster. Cancel holiday.
But no, I think it went well.
It went really well.
Due to lack of sleep, I was a bit yappy on the plane over.
It was so funny on the plane because I was quite tired. I hadn't got lots of sleep, but more sleep than Layla got. But so I was like, I'll get a wee nap on the way there. It's only like half an hour up in the air, so I'll get a wee nap. And of course there's Layla going.
But it was also the most silliest stuff.
It was, and then I just turned and looked at her like with a mum look like.
And I was like, okay, are we quiet? I was like, okay.
I think at one point I just opened one eye, like.
You did, yes. still with the mum look. I was like, wait. I was like, okay.
It was really funny though. Listening to you talk
me sleep deprived
is funny.
Yes.
It was funny. I just wanted a wee extra nap in there. It did help because I needed it for walking around Belfast.
Well, because so I'd only had like an hour's sleep.
Because where had you been the night before?
I'd been at Youngblood, and then I was at the after party. And also I hadn't packed yet for Belfast. My plan was to do that on the Sunday. And then instead I done fuck all. Like, I didn't move. You might have to bleep that if we're not 5 minutes in.
It's fine. As long as it doesn't happen all the time, it's fine.
There you go, guys. That's what happens behind the scenes. But like even the night before that, I'd only had like 3 hours sleep. And then I'd only had an hour because I still hadn't packed. Like it got to like, I want to say about midnight. I was like, we're going to have to bounce now because I still have to pack. I'd like to get at least an hour's sleep. So it was literally a case of, but it took ages to get home because, I mean, it was like when your mum and dad were taking us home, half the roads were shut. And I was like, oh my God.
I mean, it's good that they do them at night to save it for people going to work the next day.
It's really inconveniencing me.
Especially when you've got a concert and you just want to get home after it.
Exactly. Because it's late as well, and especially if you've been, especially the multi-story. Sorry, the multi-story at the Hydro, especially, like, we were on level 5, and I mean, we left at midnight, and it was still queued to get out.
Yeah, that's mental.
It was insane. I was like, what? It was crazy behaviour. But what I was going to say was, after, obviously you can't check into the hotel until 3 o'clock, which is so, I think they totally have to change that.
I know some hotels let you do it at like 1, but you have to pay an extra amount.
I think they should do it so you can check in at like 11 and check out at 3. That would be much more better for me.
Premier Inns are good for if you go early and if they've got rooms that haven't been used, they'll let you check into one of those rooms, no matter what time it is. I think sometimes you have to pay a tenner, but it's worth it.
A tenner, yeah, exactly. Exactly. No, because we're literally walking around Belfast. I was walking around Belfast on an hour's sleep.
I mean, Belfast itself, brilliant. It would go back.
It was so good. So good.
So we didn't experience it all. We didn't really go and experience the nightlife side of it.
No.
But we did have drinks.
We did,
as
yes.
we went.
Yes, exactly. I got my Aperol spritz.
Finally.
At Matt. Anyway. At Matt, at Chris, at Alex, all of you. Well, no, I'm not going to at Kyle because I've never asked Kyle for it, so Kyle's fine. And Kyle, actually, we couldn't get a hold of the taxi driver last night. So Kyle gave us a lift into town.
Yeah, you were telling me that.
Oh, I've already told you that. Well, there you go. There you go.
No, so Belfast was good. The hotel was brilliant.
It was so
Really
good.
nice.
I was saying to Mary, sorry, I just interrupted you. I was saying to Mary about, because I was like, right, I'm going to have a nap before we go out. And I mean, I was out for the count because you came and used the phone that was on the other side of my bed.
I know. I decided I was going to order Prosecco for us to get ready for the concert. And I was like, I got up from my nap and was like, where's your phone? And then I looked and I was like, oh no, I'm going to wake her up.
But you didn't. And that is like, that's usually something that would wake me up. But it didn't wake me up.
Because I'm like this, can we have Prosecco?
I have to whisper, she's sleeping.
And they're like, is that room number? I'm like, yeah.
We already told her we were going to get Prosecco. She should have just sent it up. Like, she'd already done my card, so she could have just...
It was nice Prosecco, actually.
Yeah.
It was nice.
I was just too sleepy to have it all.
Yeah. I didn't have all mine, to be fair. But no, hotel
so
was
actually,
good.
we're lying. It was really bad Prosecco. No, I'm joking.
No, hotel was really good. We'd definitely stay there again.
It was lovely.
Yeah. It was really good.
Yeah. It was quite posh as well.
It was very posh. And we just entertained ourselves by going shopping.
Yes.
Went to Kingpins. That was fun. We done crazy pool. That was new.
I've been seeing it and
I've seen it, but it's all in places like Manchester and everything. And I'm like, do we not get the fun stuff?
Well, exactly. You don't get any fun stuff up here.
I thought Glasgow would have it.
Well, Glasgow might though, because there is a there's a Kingpins there. Okay. So we'll see if Glasgow does have it, and then we can go back.
Yeah. No, that was good. And then, then we were just back at the hotel, napping, getting ready for the concert.
Sleeping. Although, we did order a McDonald's after the concert, and we did not get any sauce.
Yeah, I was not happy with that. I
can't remember which McDonald's it was in Belfast, but whichever one it was, that was so rude. Because, this is so weird, because actually nobody likes this sauce from McDonald's, apart from like me and my mum. We're like the only people who I've ever seen get this sauce. But it's the sweet and sour sauce, right? And sometimes all I have is just a pure craving for chicken nuggets and sweet and sour sauce. And I was so excited for it, and then there was no sauce, and I was like...
After you worked out how to get our McDonald's in the building.
Exactly. Because it was locked. They obviously locked the hotel for security. And then there was these two, like, fully grown men. Like, I mean, in my head, I'm still a child, right? But these were, like, fully adult men. Like, they looked at least 50s. Pacing backwards and forwards in the lobby. They're like, we're locked in. We're locked in. We can't go anywhere. We're locked in. Like, they were fully having a nervous breakdown about it. There's a sign on one of the doors saying, speak to the reception staff if you need to get out. They kept going up to try and open the doors.
I did wonder what took you so long.
Yeah, so I went to try and open one of the doors, and then I saw that sign, and I was like, oh, there's nobody behind reception. I'll go over to like where the wee restaurant bit was. That's where they were standing. There was literally staff members standing right there. Yes, on one hand, they saw them having a nervous breakdown about not being able to get out. Why did they not do anything? But at the same time, go up and ask. So I went up and I was like, sorry, could you please open the doors? I've ordered a McDonald's. I need to get it from the man. And it was like the delivery driver knew. Was it? No, it was Just Eat we ordered it on.
Yeah.
Well, he was kitted out in Deliveroo.
Oh, works for both then.
Anyway. He obviously knew that it was me, like, straight away, because I was standing there, I was like, door's locked. I was half thinking about messaging him and saying, just leave it outside, and I'll get it when I get it. But, no, after I went and asked the guys to open the door, and they opened the door.
And that was it?
That was it. These two fully grown men were actually, like, I genuinely thought one of them was about to have a full-on nervous breakdown about it. Just go and ask them to open the door.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm up in the room getting sleepy.
And then I got up with my McDonald's. And then I had this brilliant idea to research walk-in tattoo shops.
Yes, so we did get tattoos while we were
We
there.
did.
Shall we show them?
Maybe not yet because they're a bit scabby looking just now.
That's
They're
alright.
Okay, don't judge the scabbiness. Mine says lucky and then a little star underneath.
So mine says Beautiful Crazy, Luke Combs song, and then 1919 because that's an angel number and it's the time I always see on the clock.
And 19's your lucky number
And
as
19 is
well.
my lucky number.
So, makes sense.
Yes. And it's stuff I would have got anyway.
Yeah.
But it's a thing now when we go on trips together.
Well, now
It's not even holidays, it's trips together. Because
know.
Dublin wasn't a holiday.
Well, it was a holiday. We had to go on a plane.
I know, but wait, it wasn't
That constitutes a holiday in my head. If I have to go on a plane, I'm going on my holidays. That's why
So when I went to the London Business Show,
you're on your holidays. You went for a wee jolly. You're on your holidays.
I came back the same day.
So, we came back from Dublin the same day, but I still counted that. In my head, holiday money isn't real money. So whatever I spend on holiday doesn't count.
Girl math.
Exactly. But my girl math is even better in euros. Because in my head,
No.
don't come for me. I do also probably have to say, don't actually take this as real advice. This is just what, in my head. Euros equals half price. So if something is like €10, it's actually only going to cost you a fiver. It's not going to cost you a tenner. So
I'm not even commenting.
when we went to Dublin, we went to the Jellycat shop. And obviously it's all in euros in Dublin. I was like, oh my goodness, this is brilliant. So I got 3 Jellycats and it was like €90. So in my head, I'm like, oh, brilliant, £45 for 3 Jellycats. Woohoo. And then the girl behind the checkout said, oh, do you want the little form thing that you get to claim your tax back? And I was like, yes. Give me that, girl, yes. Because in my head, I'm like, oh my God, this is brilliant. I'm going to get like £20. So I've actually only spent £25 on 3 Jellycats. Oh my God. So I was like, I was all excited with myself. And then I never even checked the slip until we got to the airport. And then I opened the thing up and it was like £9 or something that I was getting back. And then I went and checked my account. And actually, €90 is actually like £85. And I was like, oh, somebody needs to get the government on the phone because this isn't right. This is not right. Get the Dublin government on the phone. This is not okay. I've been done. This should be half price. Who's in charge of the euro conversion rate? Get them on the phone.
I dread to think what you'd be like going to America.
I know, because it's 25 pence for a dollar.
Well, not whenever I've been, but years ago, it was like almost half. Whatever you took, you'd like.
I think it's quarter. So you actually get a better deal in America than Europe.
Oh dear. So, yeah, Belfast. Yes, I'd say.
We'll definitely go back.
We'd go for maybe a couple of days as well.
I really want to do like a drive-in to Belfast. I think that would be really fun.
Yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, I think I just must like Irish people.
So they are.
Well, I know I like Irish people. I love the accent.
Oh, that's so funny.
So, yeah, so that was fun.
I'm just going to say for context, I don't know if you've heard that wee noise, but I didn't fart. It was my jogger moving against the seat. It totally sounded like a fart, and then I was just thinking in my head, oh my God, everybody's going to think I've totally just farted. I've not farted. It was my jogger on the seat.
Put it this way, if she farts, I'll leave. So we'll know when she does. It'd be funny if I have to get up and go and get some.
Literally. Yes, guys, that was me. I farted. Woo.
We do have Piper with us today as well, but
Piper does fart.
She's sleeping.
Is she sleeping?
I don't know. She's under the seat.
I think I saw her eyes move.
We do have Piper though. She's joining us today.
So if you hear any weird noises, it's either my jogger rubbing against the seat or it's Piper.
Oh dear.
What was I going to say? I can't remember what I was going to say. I've totally thrown myself off track with a fart thing. Oh, farts! Right. Sorry, I'm being immature now.
Well, that'll get her following up.
Yeah, let's just talk about farts for the rest of the episode. Okay, sticking on... the whole reason we went to Belfast was because we went to see Tucker Whitmore.
Yes, if you can't tell, we're wearing his merch.
His merch, yes.
Then
Wanted...
My top's got stuff on the back.
The dates, love it. Mine doesn't have anything on the back.
10 out of 10 concert.
Brilliant. Electric, wow.
Would go, I just said to my mum, I would go and see him again and again and again. Same concert.
Literally.
And I would not get bored.
No, it was so
Like,
good.
having a great time.
Literally.
Yeah.
It was...
Pretty much every song that come on is ones I knew.
Exactly.
So that
It
was
helps when you
brilliant.
know like all these songs as well.
It does. But yeah, just it was so good.
It was brilliant. So good. And also, actually, I just want to give a big shout out to, where was it? Ulster Hall? Mm-hmm. The staff there were so lovely.
Yeah, they are good.
So I'm diabetic, and we were standing, and I did feel a bit funny. And they got us moved to a seated area, like literally within about 5 minutes of me going and saying to them, look, I'm diabetic, I feel funny. Is it okay if we, like, is there somewhere for us to sit?
Because it was a sold out concert as well.
It was, yeah.
But there was like a bench bit at the back, the seated area, and it was good. The view was still really good.
I know.
So
And we looked
my
like,
video's still good.
we looked like we're celebrities.
We are celebrities. We have a podcast, don't you know?
No, because it was literally like we got escorted up and into this wee private sort of bit.
Yeah.
So literally we sat down and I turned to Amanda and I was like, oh my God, people are going to think we're somebody.
We got
Oh my
escorted
God.
up and Layla almost fell on her butt.
I did. No, but literally about
Actually,
three
she
times.
almost fell on her face, to be fair.
Literally about 3 times though. Oh.
And I'm like, you okay?
You okay?
You okay? I will laugh at you if you fall.
I'm just going to fall down the stairs.
I mean, that would have been not so good. We would have missed the show. Well, you would have missed the show.
I wouldn't have missed the show. I would have said,
Sorry,
well,
guys.
bless you. I would have said, I'm not going anywhere until the show's finished. Phone an ambulance if you want, but they'll be sitting there. I came here for one reason and one reason only. To see Tucker Whitmore.
So this concert was Layla's birthday and Christmas present from me and Scott.
From my mum and dad. After the concert, I made a group chat with Amanda and Scott, our partner, and I called it Mum and Dad, and I sent a message and I was like, thanks Mum and Dad, this has been a really good Christmas and birthday present.
I know, the older she gets, the more expensive it gets.
Yes.
I would do meet and greet again though.
Yes.
That was good.
We'd done meet and greet, obviously we got to meet Tucker Whitmore.
Which we'll go into more later.
That's all I have to say. So just kind of sticking on, obviously it was a country concert we went to. The hot take this week is going to be music trends, because it seems a lot like a specific genre of music will be trending for however long, and then like you hear nothing about it.
Yeah, well,
So,
like country.
Exactly, at the minute it's like
big
country
in America
music.
all the time.
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
Yeah.
But here, it wasn't really that big.
No.
I've always liked it.
Uh-huh.
But, yeah, now it's, like, trendy to
Yeah.
to
Well, I
like
mean,
it.
to be fair, I wouldn't say that I listened to huge amounts of country music before, and then it did become bigger, and then I did start listening to more because it became bigger.
Yeah, and I mean, that is how you get into it.
Yeah. But I feel like there is a lot of people who are, like, fake country music fans
Yeah.
just because it's trendy.
Yeah.
Like, actually, sorry, this is just a total side note. There was 2 girls who pushed in front of us at the concert when we were standing, and I saw them on a TikTok actually answering questions about what songs they wanted to hear. And I was going to
saw
comment.
that TikTok.
I was going to comment and say, "Oh my God, those are the girls who pure pushed us out of the way."
I saw their TikTok. I saw a lot of the people that were being interviewed because Ulster Hall were interviewing people.
Was it
that.
them who were doing the what song do you really want to hear
Yeah,
tonight?
I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, but because we were VIP, we were in and...
Well, there was the girl who was sitting in front of us when we had the seat, because she was VIP as well. They got asked.
So, yeah, there was a few people being asked, but there's a couple of people I've seen that they obviously weren't big into country before they went. Maybe it's just got them into it, but they were like...
There's a lot of people also said, oh, I can't wait to hear Brunette, which, fair enough if that's your favourite song. But
I mean, it is a fab song.
It is brilliant, but at the same time, that's like probably his most mainstream song.
But it's like we spoke about in our podcast previous, it's like the people who Luke Combs.
Yeah.
They know that one song, Kind of Love We Make.
Exactly.
It's like, I get it. Don't take tickets from real fans for one song.
Exactly.
If you want to hear one song, put it on in the car. Put it on your house.
What I will say to that though is, see, if I hear a song that I really, really, really like, I'll get in my head, I would love to see that song live. So like Dave for example, Rain Dance, as soon as that came out, I was like, oh my god, that would actually be unbelievable live. And I mean, I do listen to other Dave songs. It's not like that's the only song that I know.
That's what I mean. And like, you do listen to other stuff.
Yeah.
It's the people that don't know any other songs from that artist.
But then even then, if you're buying the tickets, make the effort to learn the songs.
Yeah, I've done that in the past, to be fair. There has been, well, to be fair, sometimes stuff you take me to. No, but there has been stuff where I've known maybe a few songs, but I've not known a lot.
Yeah.
Apart from stuff you've maybe like wrote me in last minute or something to...
Like Sammy Virgie.
We'll
get onto that story, guys.
I've not always known all those songs, but most of the time if I'm going to see someone, I know at least 4 songs. But yeah, like, because country's huge over here now, I think it's annoying because it's unfair if they take a ticket from someone who really, really wants one. Because it's hard to get the tickets and we can't all afford to just jet off to Nashville and see them.
You're lucky you've got me. I win every Ticketmaster war.
I used to, years ago, before I had you, when I used to actually have to go and do it.
And I
probably could still do it, but
I block time out in my work calendar and I go, pre-sale. And then I sit there and I'm like, oh my god. Right. I'm like checking the time because most pre-sales are like 10 o'clock, so I'm like 9:55. Guys, if the phone goes, somebody else has to get it. It's not for me. I can't be on the phone. I remember, so I'm going to see The Weeknd in London this year. And Adele was working because it was either my Christmas or my birthday present from her. I can't remember which one. But she said to me, I'll be working then, but if you can go and buy the tickets, then I'll give you the money for them. And I was like, cool, that's fine, I'll go and do that. And I was on the phone and I was trying to get the tickets on my mobile phone because the customer had asked me to search stuff on the laptop. So I was like trying to search stuff on the laptop, had my phone. And then literally as I was clicking seats to buy them, they were disappearing right in front of me. And I was like, oh my God. Like I was having a full on meltdown. So I think we're sitting away up in the heavens. And like, I mean, I definitely won't have to go to the gym because the amount of stairs that we're going to have to walk up to get to where we're sitting, wow. But we're going. I think at the same time though as well, it's an open stadium, so if it really came to it, we could just go and sit outside. Yeah. Because that was like, for Bad Bunny, I said if I'm not able to get tickets for Bad Bunny, because I'm going to Barcelona to see Bad Bunny, I said we could just get like a takeaway pizza and a bottle of wine and just go, because there's so much bits around where the stadium is that you could literally just have a seat. Yeah. Like there's walls, there's grassy bits.
Yeah, I mean I left Hampden when I went to see Ed Sheeran. Normally I wouldn't leave before an artist finishes, but I knew traffic was going to be a nightmare, and actually that night it was worse. So it was good that we left when we did, because stuff had happened and all the bits were blocked. It just took forever, and that was us leaving early. Wow. But I could still hear it outside because we were walking up the street. So I was like, well, I'm not missing it.
Yeah, exactly. You can still hear it.
Yeah.
So I don't actually know what my point was there, to be honest. Just went off on a tangent.
We do that.
I know.
Particularly you.
I know. This is actually perfect. It's bringing me onto the story time that I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
So
I know, this is funny.
Obviously, we had VIP, we had meet and greet. So we got to meet Mr. Tucker Whitmore.
It was so cool as well because he's... What do you call them? The guys that were helping him. What do you call them?
His people?
Tour people?
His tour gang.
Yeah.
We'll just call them tour gang.
Aye, they were really nice.
They were really
They were
nice.
funny as well.
Exactly. They're actually... I was perfectly fine speaking to them. You can guess where this is going to go. So...
I was fine speaking to him.
I know you were. If you can't tell, I actually do talk a lot and I'm very rarely quiet, right? And so we're in the queue to get our picture taken with him. And then, could you insert the pictures?
Possibly.
If a man's able to insert the
put
picture.
them, if not, I'll put them at the end.
Yes.
To make you watch to the end.
This is Amanda's picture. This is if she's inserting. If she's not inserting them, then I'm going to look so silly. This is Amanda's picture. This is my picture. Anyways, so we're in the queue to get our pictures taken. And I was getting in my head a little bit. I was like, oh my God. I don't know if you've ever seen Tucker Whitmore, but what a man, what a mighty good man.
Yeah.
Stunning. Mm-hmm. So I think that's why I was getting in my head. I was like, oh my God, he's so good looking. Oh my God. Oh.
Whereas in my head, I was like, he's so good looking, but I can't go there because Layla likes him.
Aww, that's so nice. Not because of Scott. No. Scott, go away. Not because of Scott.
He's on the celebrity list.
But so it comes to us, we're at the front, and then I'm like, Amanda, you go first. So Amanda goes first, has genuinely a full-on conversation with him, and now it's my turn. And I go up and he sticks his hand out. He's like, hi, I'm Tucker. And I was like, hi. And I shook his hand, but I was like, hi. And he was
not
like,
washed that hand since.
he was like, how are you? I was like, good. I could not speak. I was not myself.
And I'm watching this from the sidelines. Going, speak.
Use your words, dog. And then, so we got tote bags and stuff, and I was like, could you sign my tote bag, please? So I managed to say that fine.
Well, did you though?
He was like, yeah. And I was like, but you have to sign the top of the tote bag, not the bottom of the tote bag, because I've bought your merch, which is the white t-shirt, and I don't want the Sharpie to go through the tote bag onto the white t-shirt, so you have to sign the top of the tote bag. And he was kind of looking at me, I was like, he was like, where do you want me to sign? I was like, the top. And he was like, the top. And I was like, the top. He was like, where? I was just there.
You probably thought you meant the top.
Well, exactly. And I was like, just there. Just sign it there. That's fine. That works for me.
Whereas when I done it, I was like, can you sign there?
I don't get out much.
Not with celebrities, clearly. It was so funny. And you weren't allowed your phone out near the meet and greet bit. So I couldn't even film this, because if I could have, I would have.
Literally, everybody who I've told, nobody believes that I actually couldn't say anything. Everybody who I've told
no
is
wonder,
like,
you're chatty.
I know, but everybody's like, shut up. Are you being serious? And I'm like, unfortunate.
But you can see it in their photo, like the smile was
I know,
like...
I was like, oh my God. It's just like sheer excitement.
Mm-hmm. It was so funny. But if it makes you feel better, I have done the same thing.
That does make me feel better.
So mine was Ronan Keaton was playing at Dunhill Links. Mm-hmm. He'd put up on his socials if any of his fans wanted to go and cheer him on at the golf, we could. Mm-hmm. So went to, what course was it? Carnoustie. It was a Carnoustie one. Me and my friend, we followed him round. Now, most other people, you could tell they were there for his autograph and a photo and gone.
Yeah.
Because they interrupted his golf.
Can't do that.
No, me and my friend waited until all the way around, and near the end, his security guy said, "I'll make sure you get a signature at the end." And I was like, "Thank you." So anyway, I don't know if this was just we didn't think about photos at the time because we were taking photos when we were going round, but we didn't ask for a photo with him. We just wanted the signature. My dad was like watching us get all signed and everything. But so between me and my friend, she said hiya, and I said thank you.
Well, at least
That was it.
At least I got more words than that out.
I was just like, it was the first celebrity I had met, like first ever that I had met. And since then, I've met like Naturally Seven. They were Michael Bublé's support act for like a lot of years when I was following Michael Bublé. I'd be the same probably if I met Michael Bublé.
Yeah, so that's fine.
Although,
because I would say that's a comparable.
In my head, I'm like, I would be like, don't not chat. Use this opportunity.
Well, that's what I was saying in my head, but I was like, it wasn't me. Something else took over my body. That was not me.
So I have done it. Have any of you guys had that when you've met a celebrity? Comment and
yeah. Have you like total mind blanked, could not speak? Was like,
who was it that you done it with? That'd be good to know. It'd be quite interesting.
I think I'd probably be like that if I met Daniel O'Donnell, to be honest.
Oh, not again.
I'm going to die on this hill, Daniel O'Donnell.
Are you on your own?
Not on my own.
With all the 60-year-olds.
Exactly. All the ladies love him. All the ladies love him.
Oh dear. It's so
Can it be a bit, Daniel?
I'm now regretting that I didn't do meet and greet with Brett Young, though.
Was that the one I went to?
No, I took Julia to that one.
Oh.
It's before I knew you were kind of into country music.
Ah.
Oh, hi Piper, thanks for joining us.
Hello.
Yeah, I would try. All the country artists seem to be doing a bit of a meet and greet. I don't think Luke Combs is doing it though.
Oh.
If he did, it would have been extortionate.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people do, even like at the Hydro, because when I went to see Nelly last year, they had a wee table out because they obviously hadn't sold enough meet and greet, but they had a wee table out, so if you wanted to buy meet and greet, you could buy it while you were there and then decide.
Piper's digging the carpet right now. No idea.
Weirdo. So
yeah, that was so funny though. But what a show he puts on.
I know, that was brilliant.
And he was really nice. I know you didn't say much to him.
I know, but he was really nice.
He was really nice.
He was really nice.
There's also, I think it was once he went to Glasgow. Don't know if you've seen, there's a mum on TikTok that took her daughter. Her daughter's obviously right into country music. She's got cowboy boots and everything. And like there's a photo of him talking to the daughter and then like giving them a cuddle and stuff. It was so cute. I was like, oh.
I wanted a hug. I could ask for one, but I didn't. Ricky.
I got a hug.
You got a hug? From Tucker Whitmore?
Yeah.
I didn't get a hug.
When I went up and I was like, hiya, and he shook my hand and then hugged. Are you sure you didn't get a hug?
I didn't get a hug. You must have been like, Christ, she's insane.
I'm sure I got a hug.
I didn't get a hug.
Did you put... You didn't even put your arm round him, did you, for the photo? I did.
No, I was holding my handbag.
I had my hand on his back.
That's the podcast finished now, guys.
We'll need to redo the meet and greet for Layla, I think.
Yes.
And then she'll be like, do you remember me?
Do you remember the girl who couldn't say anything to you?
Are you coming up?
Ah, Piper.
Star of the show. Piper would have spoke to him.
No, she wouldn't have. She would have went, arf, arf, arf. Don't look at me like that, girlie. Anyway.
Thanks, Piper.
Speaking of, obviously we went away. I think that's like one of the things that we have to talk about is how much do you pack when you're going away? because this is something that is like, I mean, I went to Barcelona with my mum last year it was literally like 2 days we were away for. I had about 7 outfits and about 10 pairs of underwear, just in case.
I mean, right, I will admit the underwear. I do that. I mean, what?
But then
what if you have an
also,
accident?
well, exactly. What if you have an accident? But then also, sometimes I like to choose different underwear. 1, based on the outfit, and 2, based on what mood I'm in. Because like if I'm feeling a bit, then I'm going to pick a nicer pair of underwear because I want to feel better.
I mean, I can't say anything. Mine are usually like granny pants. Mum pants.
Mum pants.
Mum pants. They are.
I don't.
Because of my mum
They're
tum.
granny pants.
They're because of my mum tum.
Granny pants. I don't wear granny pants.
I have non-granny pants, it's just I hardly wear them. So I can't even say I take different pairs. They're all the same and
You take all your granny pants on holiday?
black or white.
Wow. You learn something new about people
Well,
every
to be
day,
fair,
don't you?
and the funny thing is I don't know why I bother packing half of them, because if I wear a dress, most of the time I don't wear pants underneath my dress.
You heard it here first, folks.
Because I don't want pant line.
Yeah, but see if you didn't wear
Granny pants.
If you didn't wear granny pants, you wouldn't have a pant line.
I know, but I find the other ones uncomfortable, and then because of where the other ones sit, it makes the bits,
Well, girly.
the bits that are swollen on my hips because of my hip pain, it accentuates them a bit. So that's a lot of the time why I do wear the bigger pants. Otherwise, I just feel a bit. So it's a fine line. If I'm trying to be sexy with my partner, I'll dress that way.
What
But
about me?
try to be sexy with you.
Yeah.
You just have to see what Mallorca brings.
Whoa!
No, so packing. I'll take like Mallorca. What are we away for? 4 nights? 3 nights? 4 nights?
Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday
4
night,
nights.
Sunday night. Yeah, we'll come back on Monday.
So I'll pack enough for that trip, like for the 4 nights, so day and night outfits, and a little bit extra.
Oh, you're on the mic. You're on the mic.
And a little bit extra. I won't go crazy extra.
I like to take extra because what if I change my mind about an outfit?
I think because we're all inclusive, the chances are we're in bikinis or tankinis or swimsuits most of the time. So
You're okay.
they don't
I
take up
I
much
don't want
space.
a
So
kiss.
yeah, I would take a few choices for that.
Yeah.
But I've got a swimsuit. I don't know if I'll take it, but it's kind of crisscrossed here. I was like, I'm going to get a crisscross sunburn if I wear that. Don't think it's a good idea.
No, maybe not.
No.
Maybe not. But I always
You pack more.
overpack.
I don't overpack my shoes.
I'm taking at least 3 pairs of shoes to Mallorca.
Well, I'm taking 2 sandals. They're probably for at night, to be fair, because that's what I usually do. And during the day, I'll probably get a pair of flip-flops or something like that, just to wear around the pool, and rather than my good sandals, and then trainers.
I never even thought about trainers.
Because if we do go a wee bit exploring,
Well, I've
wanna
got
be comfy.
sandals for that.
see, I don't wear my sandals because they end up rubbing, so I've just started taking trainers now. I might get a new pair of trainers.
Piper,
for
do
it.
not jump from there, you actual crazy, crazy pup. There you go.
Just like, you put me down.
No, I'm an overpacker. I definitely from Mallorca, I got these leopard print heels. Stunning. We'll definitely take them. Then I've got gold heels because the leopard print heels aren't going to go with all of my outfits, unfortunately. And I've got gold heels. And then also I've got pink heels that have big flowers on them.
Cute.
Although the pink skirt didn't fit, so that's going back. So I need to find a new pink skirt.
But I think we found a pattern with me. Black and white underwear. Guess what colour my sandals are?
Black and white.
With gold on them.
Oh, woo!
But they're the comfiest sandals ever. They were trending on TikTok at one point. They're so comfy. Like, I do wear them during the day sometimes, but most of the time it's at night. Because they look fairly dressy. So, yeah. What about you guys? Do you use...
How many pairs of underwear would you take on holiday with you
For 4 nights.
for 4 nights?
So how many would you take for 4 nights?
Minimum 8.
Yeah. I usually... It's like double.
Minimum 8.
And I won't use them. I'll probably use
What does she
4.
have?
Her ball.
A ball. Piper's got a ball now, guys. We'll get it then. Oh, you can't reach.
I can't reach.
Oh, nutmeg. Yeah, no, definitely. At least 8. I'd say I'd probably take 12 just in case.
We're adding on little suitcases.
We are, which I have worked out how to do, and I think it's only going to cost us £20
Each way.
But I couldn't work out the other flight
We'll look
back.
at it after.
You can look at it after. I'll give you the details. But yeah.
Okay. Well, that'll be interesting to see what other people say. How many pairs of underwear would you pack, and also how much clothes would you pack for a 4-night?
I know, how many outfits would you take? Because I mean, when me and Mum went to Barcelona, I genuinely took about 7 outfits just in case.
So because I've been to Florida before for 2 weeks. What would you pack for a 2-week holiday? Given that you can do washing over there, because all the hotels have laundry facilities, and if you're in a villa, you can do your own washing. So
Yeah, but I don't want to be an outfit repeater. Not on my holidays.
But would you not repeat like shorts or like bottom half stuff? See, I would, like if it's jeans or not.
But what if you've had an accident in them?
I'm not likely to have an accident.
But why don't you think about that when you're packing your underwear?
But when you go to America, you want to buy clothes over there because they're so cheap. So I would pack I would pack for 7 nights going to America and then buy clothes over there.
When you put it that way, based on buying clothes, then fine. I'd probably pack like 10 outfits.
And then just wash if you did want to rewear something.
Yeah.
And you had an accident. No, but if you did.
If I had an accident, I'd put them in the bin.
I just mean spilling sauce on it.
Oh. I thought you meant like pooping yourself.
How often do you do that?
I never do that. But always in my head, I'm like, right, today might be the day. Like, I'll go on holiday. Honestly, when we're in Mallorca, I'll wake up and I'll say, oh, right, this might be the day that I poo myself. This is a totally unhinged episode today.
I know.
Farts, poop.
Can you talk to your crush?
I don't know. I've got the mental capacity of a 5-year-old. Oh,
so funny.
But a 5-year-old would actually probably be able to speak to Tucker Whitmore.
Well, I think it was an 8-year-old from Glasgow, or a 10-year-old. She was.
A 5-year-old me probably wouldn't, because 5-year-old me was really shy.
5-year-old you wouldn't be there then.
Well, 5-year-old me wouldn't be there because you didn't know me when I was 5.
True.
It'd be slightly concerning because you would have been 15 hanging about with a 5-year-old. So, just a little bit. But then I suppose you could say that about me and your kids.
I might have been babysitting you.
Well, you could say that about me and your kids because I'd go and hang about with Nate and Anastasia.
Nate's a riot.
He is, he's total Raj.
Wait till he's 18.
I know, I can't wait.
Night out. I'm
Like, Nate, come on, we're going to the dance
I'll
floor.
more likely go out with you than he will with me. Although he maybe will because he's close with me. He maybe won't do it.
You'd be there anyway.
He might not do it on the same night as with his mates, but I hope he'll have a separate night out.
Find out
Where he's going.
exactly, and we'll just go out. And we'll go, oh my god, what are you doing here?
Well, look, you're here and I'm here too. What a coincidence.
Oh my goodness.
That's so funny.
So, the last topic of today's episode. What would you do if you fell out with your friend when you're on holiday?
Find out in a month's time. Just kidding.
Wow. Wow. Piper, would you like to come to New York with me?
Her name's not on the ticket.
That can be changed.
And they're stopping dogs going on flights
the
or
lead
something.
passenger. That can be changed. Yeah, because apparently I'm the responsible one. What makes you think I'm the responsible one? Anytime you go away with me, you come back with a new tattoo.
But that's okay.
That's okay.
Right, what would you do?
For my mum. Mum! If she doesn't answer, then I'll phone you.
What if I'm waiting? What if I'm the one you've fallen out with?
Then I'd phone your mum. Pat, me and Amanda fell out.
I don't know. It would depend how bad the fallout was.
Yeah, if it was really bad, I think I'd just go home. I'd just find a flight
Yeah,
and go
I think
home.
I'd want to go home if it was bad. If it was something stupid, I'd hope just separate for a little while.
Well, sometimes that's all you need. You just need like your you space.
Yeah.
I mean, even when we were in Belfast, we kind of knew that each
It's
other
almost like
needed,
we knew.
like quiet. I mean, I call it TikTok time, where I just like scroll on TikTok.
Yeah.
But like we kind of both knew, like, don't speak to each other.
Yeah, we didn't need to say it. We just do it.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like it's
I
like
just sent her about 5,000 TikToks while I was having my TikTok time, but and then I'd just turn and look and see if she was watching it and be like,
I think I was trying to sleep at that point.
And there was one point you were on your phone and I was sending you TikToks, but you weren't watching them. And you were on TikTok at the time. And the wee thing would pop up and you just went... and I was like...
I know, because a lot of time I know you're watching, so I just go to see what you'll do.
Then I just go... that's exactly how I feel inside when I see you do that. I go...
I sent Scott loads of TikToks last night of dogs. And
Wow!
yeah. And then I was like, did you look at them? Because we're trying to decide whether to breed Piper, let her have a litter. But then the costs that could be involved, we're kind of like, do we just go and get another dog and just have her, like, spayed? I think it's spayed for a girl. I think it's neutered for a boy, spayed for it.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
The one where they can't have the babies.
Yeah. So, because obviously the vet was saying that you need to put money aside for in case they need a cesarean. And then when I was looking at it, I was like, would I be as well just buying another
How much
pup?
is a doggy cesarean?
So if it's during the day when the vet's open, just under $2,000.
Wow.
If it's at night when it needs to go to vets now, when it's out of hours, it'll be more because it's out of hours.
Wow.
So I'm like, I mean, I
quite
could
a
do
lot.
it because she wouldn't be in season until, well, she'll be in season in July, but I'm not doing it in July, so it would be December. But then I'm thinking, do I want to be trying to put $2,000-3,000 away near December?
Well, exactly.
Well, it would be
at Christmas
I
time.
suppose it would be February before she would have them.
How long are dogs pregnant for?
About 2 months. Like
Is that it?
8 weeks, like 64 days, I think it is.
Wow. That's...
It's not long. Wish
so sorry.
we had it that long.
I just knocked her there, Matthew. I'm so sorry, Piper. I'm so sorry.
Are you biting your toenails again? You just had them cut at the vet.
She's total Raj. I think on that note, this is the end of the podcast.
Well, no. So
Oh, no, sorry.
he didn't respond to them. I messaged him like, did you look at the TikTok yet? Because we were trying to decide, do we go another dachshund? Or do we do like a King Charles or a Cocker Spaniel?
If you'd done a King Charles, I'd buy one.
No, we're not breeding these.
Oh.
We'll just be buying one. But I think he's settled on the another dachshund.
You're buying another dog?
Possibly. Instead of breeding her.
Oh.
Because we would have kept a pup. Unless I buy a male and then we could...
Well, there's that.
But then, yeah, so Piper, you're crazy. So anyway, yeah, that was just a wee side note for people sending TikToks, but he didn't look at them right away and he's like, I seen you sent loads of them. And I'm like, did you look? And he's like, no, not yet. So I sent him a wee video on, like, you can send wee videos on WhatsApp, like wee circle videos. Mm-hmm. So I sent him a video going. So then today he put like lots of like love heart faces to them. And I was like, that's not helpful. I don't know which one you like. So then he told me.
Yeah.
Now you're cleaning other areas. I think on that note.
On that note. Bye.
Oh dear.
Piper, you're crazy.